everyone, welcome back to another new moon collective reading. As I'm sure many of you have heard, this new moon is coming in together with a solar eclipse. So this just means that this new moon energy is like on steroids right now. We have officially entered eclipse season. This is the first eclipse of the year. And we will also be having another eclipse, a lunar eclipse, in about 2 weeks' time. So although this is a very popular time for there to be lots of like sudden, intense changes in our lives, because it's basically the universe doing the work that it has to do to get everything in order, to cut out any excess, to just place everything where it needs to be for whatever changes need to happen, to kind of like clear the road, clear the pathway. It's also a time to just be aware, of the changes, of the nudges that you're receiving from the universe, but to also take it slow, take it easy. Don't make any sudden moves and sudden changes, even if you really feel that pull to do so. I would say hold off on anything you can hold off on. Let's see what the other eclipse is going to bring with it. I feel like right now we're getting a lot of information, but we're not necessarily getting full picture information yet. And on top of it being eclipse season, we're also going to be having a Mercury retrograde. Retrogrades are something that are quite common, we experience all of the time, not a big deal. It's just yet another influence that is present, that is kind of not stacked against us. I don't want to say it like that, but you get it. That is just contributing to any intensity that we may be experiencing right now. So I definitely want to hear from you guys. How are you guys feeling? How's it going? It's been a wild ride over here. First of all, the weather here in South Florida has been crazy. I'm going to start shuffling the cards as I'm talking to you guys because it's my son's birthday today, so I don't want to take too much time doing this. I want to spend as much time with him today as I can. He's turning 6 years old, so any love and blessings and well wishes are received with open arms. I remember when he was born, actually, everything was retrograde. Like every planet was retrograde. Back in April of 2017, I remember the astrology being very crazy, and I 100% felt that. I felt it immediately. So happy birthday to my sweet little boy. I know he's just going to have such a blast today. But like I was saying, it's been pretty intense over here throughout these parts. The weather has been crazy. We experienced flooding and just like sporadic rain, sporadic weather. Now things have finally cleared up and they're looking better, but it's been intense for me even in that way. And I got a major blessing from the universe. I was able to reconnect with someone very dear to me. If you guys remember my last reading with the full moon in Libra, it was all about like relationships and connections, how to attract high vibrational ones, which basically the way to attract it is to be high vibrational yourself, right? And to be conscious and aware of how to be a friend, how to be high vibrational in a relationship so that you can identify good relationships when you see them and you can water those and invest into those. And so I was just talking about like soul tribe and meeting people that are going to be good for us, like that we have good karma with. So it was just such a big surprise. And I'm just so excited to see like where it all goes, where it all leads. So it's been going amazing for me. Intense, but just it's incredible. It's been amazing. And I'm just letting go and letting God, basically. I'm going with the flow, and I'm just so curious to see like what the universe has up its sleeve. So I'd love to know, how are you guys doing? What's your experience been? Let me know, share with me. Okay, let's get into the tarot for this new moon in Aries. Actually, it's the second new moon in Aries because we already had a new moon in Aries. So it's rare to have two new moons in the same sign. Yet here we are. It's a new moon in Aries coupled with a solar eclipse, which makes that new moon energy, like I said, on steroids. And it's close to the North Node. So whatever, is happening right now, whatever you see that is being like nudged, that is kind of like the universe stepping in, it has to do with our North Node. And the North Node in our birth chart has to do with our purpose, with the purpose that our soul came to fulfill here. So take a look at your natal birth charts and check out where is Aries? So you can see like where you could potentially be feeling this energy the most. And then you can see in what area of your life is asking for a shift, is asking for a major dramatic change to happen. Like where is a change just fated to occur? You can kind of get a little sneak peek by looking at your birth chart. So find where Aries is in your birth chart to see how all of this could potentially be affecting you. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Oh. Okay, so, okay, I'll take them because they flipped, usually when they flip, but this is a lot. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, it works out. It worked out. Okay, well, this must be a strong message Spirit wants to communicate. The cards just came flying out. But okay, let's see what we have here for this new moon that's happening in the sign of Aries together with a solar eclipse. What is the collective energy? What would Spirit like to convey to us, highlight to us, to keep in mind during these times? So for many of us, I'm seeing that there could be some kind of disappointment or heartbreak or disillusionment when it comes to something that you're doing for work, something that you seem to be very committed to. So I am getting like heavy energy surrounding like the daily routine, surrounding something that you do daily. So work, whatever that may be for you, whatever it is that you consider to be your responsibilities, your duties, the things that you really have to pay attention to, be detail oriented with, and show up for day in and day out. There's some kind of heartbreak having to do with that you may be experiencing. And it's basically a call for you to go back to the basics. You know, like there's a heavy energy of like, oh my gosh, I have to go back to the drawing board. You know, I feel like I'm taking 10 steps back. Like I already did this. I thought I was done with this part of the process. I thought I was done with this phase. You know, I was already working, I was building, I was cultivating. And now I feel like I'm getting flung all the way back to the starting line. And Spirit is saying that this is actually a very good thing. It's going to give you like that chance to reevaluate, to reassess, to really check out your foundation and to make sure that it's strong, it's sturdy, that you are kinds of cleaning up the foundation. They're saying that foundational work is what's needed. And even if it feels like you're taking a million steps backwards and you're heartbroken about this, you feel like, was all that time for nothing? Was all of that time wasted? Nothing is ever for nothing and nothing is ever wasted. You know, take your experiences, take the data that came with those experiences, take that wisdom and cut out, you know, whatever wasn't working for you. Now it's like, you know, it's that saying, it says you're not starting from scratch, now you're starting from experience. So it is something that's really good. It's like now you're seeing something more clearly, something that has to do with your purpose, with your soul, with your consciousness. So where you thought that you had something going, you know, that you were committed to something, now it's kind of cleaning that up, taking away the excess, the things that aren't serving anymore, or that you saw wasn't really working, or that the universe just knows isn't going to do anything for you. And maybe that's why it feels like something is being taken away from you. But no, this is what needs to happen to make the foundation even stronger, to make it sturdier, to make it solid. You know, you kind of do have to go back to the basics, back to the beginning, and create something solid that's going to actually be very supportive of the path that you're gonna take. And I want you to know, I feel like things are going to happen really quickly. So even if you feel like you had to get like thrown a couple steps back, I don't know like how long it took you to get to where you are now. But I feel like because you have whatever wisdom you've accumulated from that experience, I feel like it's not going to take long. I feel like it's just kind of like a little setback for you to become aware of the things that you need to cut out, the things that were in excess, the things that were taking your energy that shouldn't be taking your energy anymore, because you're going to need that energy for whatever wants to align for your highest good. So again, it's going back to the drawing board and cutting out any excess. And this is needed. This is a good thing. This is happy. So, don't fall into the illusion of like thinking that this is the worst thing ever, thinking that you're cursed, what the hell, like you have bad luck, letting your anxiety get the best of you, or just feeling, just disillusioned, disappointed, hurt about this change that's happening. I can see that it's like a power move. It's for the best. You're being guided and directed exactly where you need to go, like with precision, like where you need to go, where you need to make changes directly. That's going to make all of the difference. And like I said, it's going to be supportive of the path, that's opening up for you. It's like a door is opening up for you. So instead of looking at this with resistance, try to look at it with acceptance and with, try to surrender and just trust that the universe knows what it's doing. And the universe loves us. The universe is not here to trick us. Like the universe is not here like playing like mad jokes and getting laughs, and I mean, they probably are doing that, but I mean, like, they're not doing that in like a malicious way. The universe is not vindictive. The divine, the universe loves us. They want us to thrive. Like they support us. They support us in our growth. They are invested in, helping us to fulfill our highest potential. And that's what the universe is always trying to do. Like the universe is always keeping like checks and balances, with that being the goal, So right now it's just kind of like the universe doing its thing, clearing out whatever needs to be cleared out to kind of like place you where you need to be. And so your path can become a little more clear to you, at least the direction can become a little more clear to you. So this is a good thing. Spirit wants you to see these changes as a positive thing. This is a good time to practice non-attachment. Like if you're feeling resistance here with whatever changes are happening, because you are being supported. Spirit is acknowledging that if you take a look at it, you'll see that you are being supported and that you do have everything that you need. Maybe it's like a quick false sense of, oh my gosh, I'm losing something. But then when you really take a look, you'll see that all of your needs are being met. You're being supported. There is a sense of security here and safety here. If you don't already feel it, because for some of you guys, once the shock of things kind of dissipates and you can truly sit in the present moment, you'll know, like you'll feel like, okay, I'm actually safe. I'm okay. Everything is all good. So some of you may find yourselves already kind of like in this really stable, safe situation. And if you're not, if you feel like those things have been compromised, Spirit wants you to know that it is well on its way. And like I said, it's going to be coming in quickly too. We're all being placed on a path that's going to be best supportive to us, that's going to allow us to feel safe and secure and stable, and to build something up that is going to stand the test of time and continue to provide those things for us in some kind of like tangible material way. So the more that you can commit to your own like emotional regulation, like regulating yourself through this and keeping yourself as grounded as possible and as regulated as possible, and just creating that peace inside, having that compassion for yourself, allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel, like, feel what you feel, even if it's bad and it's terrible. It's being aware of those things, being aware of your triggers, being aware of your behaviors and the correlation between the two, and knowing how to cope in a healthy way, knowing how to support yourself through this. This is ongoing. This is something that we're still learning, and that Spirit wants to point out that you need to be committed to, okay? Because one day you can do the work and you can feel incredible, you can feel good, and then something happens and you're dysregulated again. And then you have to know how to regulate yourself. This is so important. Knowing, how to identify emotions and feelings and behaviors and triggers. and getting yourself, in a stable place as it pertains to that. So this is a huge part of the process of our journeys, not just because of this moon cycle, but always. Spirit is just pointing that out, that staying focused and dedicated on that work is definitely going to be needed during these times. The more emotionally regulated you can keep yourself, of course, the better the experience, right? The more that you can accept and surrender and just feel optimistic about what's to come, even if you have no idea what it is, even if it's hidden. Just having this unshakable feeling that everything is aligning, everything is working out for your highest good, that you're being supported, that the universe is fully invested in helping you to succeed and helping you to thrive and fulfill your purpose. They want you to stand really strong in those beliefs, have really strong trust, and to not let any situation or any external influence get in the way of you knowing the future is bright and that things are aligning. You're going to trust in whatever it is that's happening for you. You're trusting that any negativity is being sucked out of your life, and you're not going to fall, or succumb to the idea that all of this was for nothing and that you're unsafe and that things are completely chaotic and you have no idea what's going to happen and you don't know if you're going to make it, you don't know if you're going to survive. None of that. It's standing with that power of I know that it's all going to work out in the end for my highest good, and trusting in that, fully trusting in that. Also, it could also be indicating to be careful with online, social media, or just anything online, anything with technology. Don't give in, maybe it's saying don't give in to whatever it is that you come across. Don't get too influenced. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's don't get too influenced by hive mind, by groupthink. Stand true in what you know, in your belief. It's kind of you have the formula, you know what it is that you have to do. Try to stay as centered and as grounded on your path. Don't let anything externally come to shake you up, They want you to be very strong and be very protective of your energy, and to stand up for yourself. If there's any resistance coming from anything, if you know that you're being called to do something that just doesn't make any sense, and there's people what are you doing? Are you crazy? No, this is a bad idea, but you feel so strongly that this is what you need to do, they're saying to stand strong in that and to defend yourself, your energy, and whatever it is that you want for yourself, for the future, that is going to be supportive in helping you manifest that. Stand strong. Don't let anybody, infiltrate your energy and hack it and take over it. Because I do think that this is one of those situations where it's it's going to get worse before it gets better, okay? So they want you to have that trust, that unwavering trust, that no matter how it looks at first, knowing that in the long run, it's going to be worth it, because you're being placed on a path of fulfillment. And again, this is happening in the sign of Aries, so we already know Aries, it has everything to do with bravery and being courageous and being in power. Spirit wants you to know that you have everything you need. You have all of the resources, the smarts, the skills, everything that you need to move forward. But yeah, this is being able to stand strong in your ability to discern what is right for you, and knowing, just having that gut instinct and having that strong relationship with the universe and with spirit, and knowing that whatever is being cleared out right now is for the best, knowing that you will find safety and stability, you will be successful in that. The universe is helping you with that, being able to really dedicate yourself to regulating your emotions, your emotional state, to being just very aware, very conscious about what comes up and how to handle it, how to effectively cope with the things we have to cope with, just as a part of the human condition, just being able to navigate this time with so much compassion and patience and understanding for oneself, for others, and not letting anybody come in and shake you up or bring you any doubts, and knowing that it might get worse before it gets better. And this is when you're being called to really trust, to really surrender. This is when all of those skills that you've been working on when you can really apply them is during those times of like uncertainty, is still having that unwavering trust that it's aligning, that it will all align, and that you are being put on a path to fulfillment. And understanding that anything that isn't working right now, it's like it was an illusion, you know, maybe you were disillusioned with something, or for some of you, it could also be that you just weren't taking any actions. You know, it's saying like you were daydreaming a lot, you were, you know, planning things, thinking things over, but like you never actually did it. You know, you never actually put any action, and it's like, it's time. You need to put in the action now, you know, for some of you guys, take it as it resonates. And for others of you, it's just going to be like something that you thought was going to be a certain way. Now you're seeing like the truth about it, and now, you know, you do need to make some cuts, make some adjustments, a feeling of going back to the drawing board to just position the pieces better to make like a stronger foundation that's going to be more supportive of you on your journey. But again, not a big time to be taking like major actions and major changes, just a time to notice what's happening. Notice what is being indicated that you have to do, like to make these changes happen, to facilitate these changes, and move slowly from there. I feel like right now is a time where we are seeing like deception, we're seeing shadiness. It could be our own deception, our own shadiness, you know, ways that we've been escaping, ways that we haven't been facing things that we need to face, or becoming aware of people around us that have these qualities, or even like your work environment, or like whatever it is that you've been working on, like seeing the flaws, seeing the holes, seeing how it isn't right, you know, like feeling that something just isn't working, or that something isn't right, or just being able to see that and to take the actions that you need to take to balance things out, you know, to bring balance to the situation. Again, this is like a very fated time where spirit is just trying to clean everything out. So whatever you need to see, whatever lies, deceptions, disappointments, heartbreaks, whether it's regarding your own self, you know, things that you may have not been aware that you were doing, or other people around you, or the way something is set up, the environment somehow, it's just becoming very clear of the things that need to go. And taking action, and just having this knowingness that you have to cut something out, or end something, or close the door on something once and for all, because you know that it's going to be for the best. And this is the universe doing its part, cleaning things up from its end to put you on path to fulfill your highest experience. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pull some oracle cards just to get some more advice from spirit. Oh, this is nice. We got celebration. Yeah, it's saying like it may look a little grim right now, but you are heading towards a celebration. Like all of this is heading towards a moment where you're going to be happy, and you're going to see like it all worked out, it all aligned, and you might already be there. For some of you, maybe this is past energy. You already went through this and you are celebrating. And then we have release. I feel like pulling like two more, and then we'll pull one more oracle card, and we'll close out the reading. So yeah, there's also a time to release. And spirit is saying that whatever releases you're making right now, you're going to celebrate these releases. Even if you can't see it yet right now, eventually down the line in retrospect, you are going to celebrate these releases. And then we have focus. Yes. Spirit just wants you to be very like aware, very present, and focused on what's happening, on feeling the nudges. What is the universe telling you? What is it communicating with you? What is it conveying to you, so that you can hear it, so you can hear the call. And then we have sensitivity and communication. So yeah, this is a highly sensitive time, which is why, we were being called to really learn ourselves and learn how to cope with any intensity, any intense emotions, or any triggers that may be activated, and communication. So you may need to have a conversation, communicate certain things, And they want you to do it as softly as possible, because right now it could be like a highly reactive time. With all of this energy, we could kind of be a little bit intense or kind of flying off the handles. So just be mindful and communicate very peacefully, consciously, really converse to listen, really listen and respond. The more calm and centered and present you can be, the more your communication is going to be effective, So there may be some truth or something that you need to talk about or that needs to be revealed. So this is just an indication that during these times it would be good for you to do that if you're being called to do that. I actually want to pull one of these as well. I usually do. Let's see. Protect your energy, look. Yes, absolutely. Protect your energy. And right now, you are very sensitive. We're feeling a lot. So it's don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what it is that you're feeling, and protect your energy. Communicate what you need to communicate to make sure that you're keeping yourself protected and you're upholding, your boundaries so that you can stay focused on the things that are asking you to be focused on, No, don't let any outside external influences come in. And joy. Don't forget to have fun. Oh, and look at this. We have sensitivity again at the bottom. But yeah, don't forget to have fun, to enjoy. Remember, life is beautiful. It's full of magic. And even during the hard moments, that's still the truth. That's still the case. So try to not lose sight of that truth. Be able to connect back and to reconnect with your joy and to know that you're worthy of having fun and of being happy. So whatever brings you joy, definitely invite it in. And inner strength. Yes, absolutely. And still, sensitivity is at the bottom. So yes, inner strength. As always, we need to be strong. It's definitely saying it's a time to be strong, and that you're going to prove to yourself, and you're going to see what you're capable of, and how strong you are, just how strong you really are. The swan is the one that wanted to come out today. So let's see, I don't think I've ever pulled this one. So this is number 67, which reduces to a 13 or a 4, which again is about foundations, getting to the root of something, creating stability in something that's solid, that's sturdy, that can hold something together into place, that you can continue to build on top of it, that's going to be supportive of you and your path and your purpose and what you're meant to fulfill. Spirit is giving us this push, this nudge. So pay attention to what exactly that can be, so you know what direction it is that you need to build in, or how you need to clean up your foundation. We're being asked to clean up our foundation somehow, in one way or another. Okay, so let's see, number 67. The swan. It says, gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego, parading. Even through the most impressive words or gestures, this soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine. With grace, it allows all to be and moves amongst this world with inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa, great swan, the soul that moves the souls of others, is reaching to you now. The guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself, that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love. through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart. And know that you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. And the poem is, "To love from afar, all we share are dreams of what will unfold." That's a beautiful message, and I think it ties in perfectly with the reading for today. It's spirit basically just saying that you are held, you are supported, you are being protected. Trust that. It says here, your path ahead is assured. I love that. Very beautiful, very reassuring. That was our message. I hope you guys found this useful. I would love to hear from you. How's it going? How are you feeling? Know that if you need any further support during these times, I also offer personal readings. I would love to connect with you and to guide you on your journey in whatever way that I can. So I will leave all of my information down below in case you would like to reach out. Take good care of yourselves. Big hugs and so much love. Until next time. Bye.